Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Straight Outta Austin. This is Prometheus.
This is Bobby Beetle.
And this is Agamemnon. Coming to you live from the bedroom.
From the Palisades.
Bobby
Las
the
Vegas.
A-Tail.
From the Silver Eagle Casino.
Silver Eagle Casino. That's what it is.
A proud sponsor of Straight Outta Austin.
Straight from the slums of Shady Hollow.
From the Red Dragon Hotel from Rush Hour.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Oh, wow. Never mind. I was thinking the wrong Chris Tucker character. Lee! Kata!
That's what's been going on.
Well, I kind of wanted to backtrack with it last week because we completely negated to mention Alamo City Comic Con.
Oh, did
wow.
we?
So it's been a full week now. So we've had time to reflect. Yeah, it was really fun. I don't know, it was funny because like a lot of people get excited for Comic Con because of the celebrities, but for me, it's all about the cosplayers.
Yeah.
You know, like, and not even like, just the professional ones. It's everyone in costume, just with their favorite character, having a good time.
Yeah, that's true.
And everybody was cool, except one group of people.
A group?
Yeah. So, people may not know, or you probably should know if you're an avid listener, huge Game of Thrones fan. So I saw one guy dressed up as Jon Snow, and I was like, oh, man. I was like, you know nothing, Jon Snow, and he turned around and smiled, you know, reference from the show. And I saw someone dressed up as the Hound, and I couldn't guess who everyone else was. I think one was probably Arya, and then some other chumps. And I was trying to get a picture with the guy who had the Hound helmet, and he's like, oh yeah, let me go get my friends. And then one of them like told him, I was like, no, let's keep walking, or people are going to keep asking for pictures. Like, literally everybody else at that entire convention was cool, and like everyone was like happy to get you their picture with little fanfare.
Yeah.
Like they were just like, no, we're too cool.
It was literally the last picture of the day, and the only people that were like, nah. But they didn't even say, like, no thanks. They were just, like, kept walking. Not even trying to catch up.
Well, yeah, the only reason why I know because I heard what she had said to the guy with the Hound helmet. That's why, like, I waved you. I'm like, oh, you know, whatever, let's just go. Yeah, we were literally right about to leave, and I saw the Hound helmet. I was like, oh, snap. And I was like, in my head, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was, I mean, okay, it's one thing not to feel obligated. I get that. But at the same time, be courteous. You know, because, like, even the dude that, like, we flagged down, he just kept walking. He just, like, oh, okay, and kept walking. Didn't acknowledge us or anything. And we were, like, right behind him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, okay, and then, like, just kept going.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, you fucking little shit. I'll fucking kick your ass, show you who the real Jon Snow is.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, they're like, I didn't have my sword. I would have challenged them to single combat.
Yeah.
Single combat.
I would have brought the Knights who say knee up in this bitch.
Just a flesh wound.
You can survive. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
right. Maybe you'll die of your wounds, so they poisoned my blades.
You lucky you just got nipped.
Just nipped. But yeah, but other than that, it was really cool. You know, everyone was fun. We met we saw Dan Price there. Dan Price Bonadame of Masters of the Obvious / Latex Avenger. You know, they're
Mike Alcantara was there as well.
our second interview in my desolate cave of an apartment.
Yeah, if you don't know who Mike Alcantara is...
If you don't know, now you know.
Comic collage art, if you ever heard of it. He makes these cool little art pieces out of, like, comic books. So, like, he'll make Spider-Man's body and kind of outline the silhouette of it and then fill it up with little cutouts of Spider-Man in like, comic... Like, he'll just buy a bunch of, like, trash Spider-Man comics. Yeah. And then he'll cut out all the Spider-Man pieces and then paste them in there so they fit nicely into the silhouette. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He'll color code them. So, you know, he'll do like a couple of white panels to make the eyes, and then all the Spider-Man pieces he cuts out to make the entirety of Spider-Man's red outfit, and then other blue pieces, you know, like Shocker or Electro or whatever, electricity or whatever they're emitting. You know, I don't know, it's really badass. And he when he came to do the interview, he actually gave us one of the Punisher, which was, I kind of geeked out on that one.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Which is still on my desk, waiting to be framed one day.
Just laying down. I meant for better things. Sell me.
So definitely check out his art. He's got a Facebook page, Comic Collage Art.
Yeah, he's also on Etsy. But yeah, it's just so unique because you go there and there's plenty of excellent artists and craftsmen and all that. But there's only one Comic Collage art, you know? Like, he can literally say, like, the entire convention, he's the only one where you can find that stuff.
That's
so cool.
And it's just so unique, you know? And it's very time-consuming. I mean, there's people that are sitting there doing sketches and stuff in their free time because none of their fans are coming to see them if they have fans at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just sitting there. He's like, yeah, it's not like I can just make a piece while I'm, sitting around. I'm literally just sitting here kind of blank-eyed, like wondering who's going to come and ask me a question or two.
And we show up and he's like, oh, these guys.
If he just has like his whole like arts and crafts thing at the table, like just like cutting like all these snippets out, like while people are trying to talk to him. Just like, oh,
cuts his finger. Oh, all right, I'm not doing this anymore.
Get the hot glue gun. Stir it up.
That's the only way to stop the bleeding. Oh God, that burns.
Did you kind of get a feeling of hesitation from him, as I did? Like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if he had remembered or not, but no, I think he legitimately did. There was somebody else that we had saw who I thought didn't recognize us. I don't remember.
Who was that?
Oh, it was Bumfluff, right? Or no?
Well, no. Well, yeah. Well, I expected her to not recognize us, especially me, because when we met, I was wearing a mask.
Oh,
you can read into that however you want, listeners.
Comic-Con.
It was a gimp mask. I mean, yeah. It was Comic-Con. Hey, I was dressed up like the motherfucker. He wears a gimp mask.
I saw you in Pulp Fiction.
Who else did we meet there? We met
the
Shona
Brimstone
Studios, Brimstone. But I mean, as far as people that we had met before,
that we already knew, I think it was just Dan, Bon, and technically Bumfluff. As far as like, okay, just to so everyone knows, we met her at Wizard World last year, and she was dressed up as Batwoman, and I was dressed up as Kick-Ass, and we became Facebook friends. So I've only been talking to her via Facebook, so we never had really like met officially. So as we're leaving before the Game of Thrones assholes like walked off, I just saw her and like it took me a second to recognize who it was because obviously I'd never seen her in person besides like dressed up, and I was just like, I know you. It's one of those situations where it's really awkward where if you only know somebody online, it's like, do you really approach them and say, hey, I know you from Facebook? But only because of the context and the situation was it like appropriate because it's like, all right, it's Comic-Con. We technically have met before, It's not like other times.
That's true. You can like break the ice with that. Like, hey, met and stuff like that.
It was still pretty awkward.
yeah, I would imagine.
It's like, hey, we talked on Facebook.
You just have to keep continually talking until the awkwardness goes away.
Yeah, or we do, which we did.
Yeah. Oh, see you. Okay, good riddance.
Yeah, nice looking at you in person.
It's better seeing you walk away. Bye.
But overall, we had a good time. Oh, and Buff Bagwell.
Oh, he waved.
WCW fame said hi to me.
He waved to him.
Yeah, I said, hey. I said, oh my God, it's Buff Bagwell, and he turned around and kissed his muscle and winked at me.
And he melted out of his clothes.
I hope he did that. I hope
completely.
That's the way I'm remembering it. However, it may have happened. That's the way it happened in my mind. He really just like took off running.
He took off running.
And then something I need to post on the side. I haven't edited the video yet. But this was for Beetle especially. I had told him about it, but there was someone dressed up as one of the Assassin's Creed assassins playing the Ocarina, playing all these Zelda songs.
Yeah, about
so I was like, oh, that's freaking sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
Before we all got shoved out of the corner. You can't sit down here.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just falling asleep to take a nap, and then this lady's like, just pushes my shoulder. Hey, you got to get up. You can't be here.
You're not spending money.
Where were you?
We were in the lobby.
Trying to have
with everyone else.
A snack.
All the there was like a veterinarian expo going on at the same time. They're all freaked out and shit.
They were about to release the hounds on us.
These costume people.
Yeah, right. They're scaring the pooches.
It's a villain convention.
It's so inhumane. No, there was no animals there.
No, there were.
There was animal people.
Furries?
Yeah, remember the bronies we took pictures of?
Yeah, the pictures of some bronies. I could have sworn there was a furry as well.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, there was that Smurf. I wish we would have got a picture.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was freaked out.
It was Papa Smurf. I thought it was a fucking statue, and then he, like, moved suddenly, and I wigged out to my left. I was like, holy shit! I scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, he was like, he had his shirt off, and he was painted blue, and he had this huge gut, and he just looked creepy. Yeah, and I was like, and Agro just turns to me, he's like, I'm not taking a picture of him.
I didn't.
Unfortunately, I have no photographic evidence.
Don't want to waste the virtual film.
Yeah, well, next time I'm just going to use my phone. Unbeknownst to Agamemnon, besides this sentence, period.
Question mark.
It's like that Satan guy at the...
At Headhunters?
At Headhunters, all over again.
That was a spawn.
That was horrible.
His blue, dwarfy spawn.
Seaman.
All right. So we'll move on to the first topic that, I don't know, it's pretty interesting to me. If you're a fan of Flight of the Conchords.
Yay.
So Brett Brett. Apparently, he's developing an animated series about NASA. Yeah, so people are asking, will it be a musical? Huh?
Oh no, I'm excited.
Oh, okay. I thought you were not excited because it's like, yeah, it's not actually related to Flight of the Conchords, other than him being in it. But
is he like he's producing it or what? He's making it.
I don't know. I didn't actually read this yet. Let me see here. It says the show doesn't have a title yet, but it's described as the exploits of a group of employees toiling away at an almost obsolete NASA Space Center in Boulder, Colorado. So it says no songs, but possibly aliens, and a whole lot of nerd jokes. Not a bad start. Okay, this is their commentary. This is what they're thinking. All right, so he's teaming up with the writers Tony Gama Lobo and Rebecca May, who've written for... Oh, okay, so they're writers on King of the Hill, so that gives it some props.
Very nice.
That's cool.
And let's
that
see
deadpan
here.
humor goes perfect with that style.
Oh,
man.
definitely.
Yeah.
So he's going to write, and they said still Brett's writing his beard and possibly his New Zealand accent. Oh, they said they're not sure if you actually see the beard in the cartoon.
Huh.
So I'm guessing he's going to do a voice. They actually didn't say Jack in this article, and I'm very disappointed in Mary Sue.
Aw.
Very
Sounds
disappointed.
like a good premise, though. Sounds like it's going to be funny.
Yeah, I mean, just King of the Hill and Brett.
Yeah,
You know,
Brett.
that alone sounds promising.
You know, Jermaine's going to make an appearance someday.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Very cool.
Jermaine. The only thing I've seen Jermaine in after they stopped doing the show was freaking what was it called now? Men in Black 3. He plays the villain, and it was so freaking ridiculous. It was just like, first of all, the character was so unlike him.
Yeah.
And the best part though was like, besides the fact that the character was so over the top,
Yeah.
like he kept having this laugh, and he was just like, like my favorite scene of the whole movie. He's like driving on this motorcycle, and there's like these hippies. I think it's like back in the 70s or the 60s or whatever, and they like look at him, and he looks at them, and like they start laughing. And he starts laughing, and then they start laughing. And he does it like even more ridiculous. Like he's like, and they're like, oh, he's like, and they start laughing more. Then he laughs like this maniacal laugh, and they get all scared, and he just drives away laughing. It's just really weird. It's just, I don't know. That was the best part for me.
It's so funny. He's in a Outback Steakhouse commercial, Australian food commercial. It's so funny.
Just where he
I
belongs.
think it's pretty old. It's funny that he's in an Australian fucking.
Oh yeah, since they always get mistaken for Australians.
Yeah.
I wonder if he felt like if he died a little bit on the inside.
I don't even know if it was like taking it seriously. It just seems so odd. It was funny.
He went home and ate a kiwi.
Like as awkward as Brett playing that elf in Lord of the Rings.
I have to go back and see that because
Yeah.
I know of it because I remember reading some article and and Jermaine was telling him he's like because they did a photo shoot and he's like, you look so small compared to me, you could play one of the hobbits on Lord of the Rings, and lo and behold,
Yeah.
you know?
Plays an elf.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
so that was hilarious. But in other news, well, this has a side tangent. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with Walking Dead.
I have not.
Okay, well, in Walking Dead, there's like a flu, like a deadly flu.
I heard something about Carol getting banned or something like that.
Oh, spoiler alert! Oh, Wagaman, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
Yeah,
I haven't either. I heard that one thing. That's all I. Yeah,
She gets a Band-Aid.
Twitter
for her
ruins
wounds.
everything.
It does.
Dude,
Dude.
I'm glad you feel my pain.
Dude, when the Breaking Bad was on, I just shut my computer. Like, I didn't want to go near it until I had watched the episode because I was waiting. I was just so worried about people spoiling it.
Yeah, dude, it was like, oh man, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe this guy did that. I was like, dude, just shut up.
Someone's like, spoiler, Jesse says bitch in this
People are
episode.
working right now, bro. Come on.
Yeah, not everyone can watch it live, try as we might. Some of us have to wait for it to finish and then pirate it.
Yeah,
Not me,
like
but
proper
other people.
Me.
Like people not sitting in this room because we totally would never do that.
I would, and I do.
Well,
And I will.
I will.
I do what I want to do when I do it.
Because anime costs so fucking much.
How much?
Does it?
I had to torrent all of Gundam 00
7?
and the movie. No, not 7.
Like 08 MS Team? Oh, you said 00.
Yeah.
Never mind. Every time I think of 08 MS Team, I think of
00
double
Ricer.
O, and then 008 MS Team. I don't know why I think of that.
Get out of here.
But 00 is that one that we never. Or I think you finished watching it
Yeah, I finished both seasons.
when it got interesting. It took like a whole season to get interesting.
No, that's not
that's
true.
not
Yeah,
true.
that's
It was-
totally
it
true.
was-
That
it
is
was-
totally
It was
true.
not true.
It was pretty hyped the whole time.
It was interesting from episode 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Setsuna F. Seiei.
I think I have to. If I go back to that show, I have to start from the beginning. I think it's been too long.
The most non-looking Arab.
Is this still like all on YouTube?
No, I torrented it like I just explained a while ago.
Sorry. I got so caught up in like wanting to watch it. I was like, "Was this on YouTube still?"
He was hoping.
I have him
he
on
was hoping against hope.
I have them on the external hard drive. I can send them to you or something.
Yeah,
I guess.
let's go ahead and get that done.
Or you could torrent it.
Let's go ahead
if you want.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Well, he's already a pirate in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
What more of a
dude.
pirate do
he's
you want
too
him
much
to be?
pirate. Yeah, okay.
Yo ho,
I'll be modern pirate.
You modern pirate?
Modern pirate.
What's a modern pirate?
Somalia?
torrenting-
I'm about to say.
Kidnapping Tom Hanks
Yeah.
and saying,
yeah.
"Oh, maybe in America, it was different for you."
What movie was that?
The Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
And at the end, he finds Wilson.
You know what?
Well,
You know what movie they need to
Control
make?
for
You know what movie they need to make?
Captain Phillips.
Captain Cousteau.
Who's that?
Like
Jacques
Robinson?
Cousteau?
Oh yeah.
The sea.
I was thinking Robinson Crusoe.
You thinking of who?
Robinson Crusoe, is that a person, right?
Was he a real pirate?
Yeah, he
Robinson Crusoe. The movie with Pierce Brosnan?
was. Yeah, that one.
007?
Is that not?
Is it
It's like when he's like shipwrecked or something.
Is
I'm
he the
pretty
doctor,
sure.
right?
Is he?
I think he's a doctor. Is he not? I've never
I
seen that.
don't
I think
even
you're
know
thinking
who,
of
I don't
Dr.
even know who you
Quinn
guys are
Medicine
talking
Woman.
about. The only shipwreck I know of was a G.I. Joe.
What's the one with
And he had
Denzel?
a
Where he's like
parrot.
the same kind
He
of
was
movie?
gay.
Isn't it called something?
Where he was shipwrecked?
No, where he's like on a beach. He's like, that's so vague.
Man with sand on foot.
What?
That's Denzel on a beach.
What can I?
Listeners, if you know what
know.
movie where Denzel Washington is on a beach, please let us know and solve this
He's like
dilemma.
tapping the guy in the forehead with a gun, saying, "You lied to me.
He's like,
You lied to me."
he's all relaxed on the beach. He's like, my one regret. I wish I had more time to relax on this beach and drink this pina colada. And his bomb's about to explode in your ass.
Oh man, it's gonna drive me crazy.
Well, hopefully our listener
Dr. Quinn
will come
Medicine
through.
Woman. So good.
A movie with Denzel Washington on the beach.
Well, it's not like him. Like, hey, I'm just chilling on a beach.
Isn't that the beginning of Remember the Titans?
Was it a
Yeah. What? That's all takes place in that fucking town.
was it a Corona commercial?
Alright.
You just see his head. He's sitting there with a pretty lady.
That was him. That was him.
Oh shit! Dude, honestly, I cannot think of anything. I'm gonna Google Denzel
Yeah, I was just doing
Washington on a beach.
it. There's a
There we go.
X17 online. Denzel bundles up for the beach, and he's wearing like an Adidas tracksuit with a hat and some
What?
shades. So I'm sure that's the movie.
There's one where he looks like really.
His finest Adidas
Happy.
UCL
what are you guys
A
looking at?
sweats.
Oh, you didn't bring the. Do you have a VGA cable?
Too late for that. Anyway, well, while you guys figure that out, next topic. So if you remember that Josh Whedon flew in to save the day to help Thor: The Dark World, and people were like, "Oh my God, if it needs help at the last minute, it's gonna suck." Turns out his contribution was rewriting, or they added a lot of more footage, or not a lot more, but some more footage to have Loki in the movie more.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty much his contribution. He came in there to make those scenes awesome. So obviously we know at least one part of the movie will be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully the rest will be too.
They say what part of the movie it was?
Just like I guess
the parts
whenever
with Loki.
Loki's sitting there in his fishbowl, like, brother, I promise not to betray you this time. Then the next scene, I apologize for betraying you again, brother.
So good. I look forward to it. Isn't it coming out like this week or something like that?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think it's like I want to say November 7th
Yeah.
or 8th. But yeah, it's right around the corner.
I think it's Friday.
Yeah, I believe so. You're an old man and a fool.
The 7th and the 8th are Friday.
Yeah, they're both Fridays. They're Thor's days.
I get it.
But to segue, so apparently after the Thor movie, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to have like a pseudo crossover. So pretty much all they do is like they try and pick little parts out of the Marvel movies to try and make the universe feel connected. So I guess there's going to be some type of weapon that's left over afterwards, and that's what the episode is going to be about. And they're going to have some people from the actual movie in there, but no one you give a crap about. It's like there's no going to be no Thor, no Loki, not even Samuel L. Jackson just yelling at Coulson for 5 minutes, which he did in like the second episode.
Oh wow!
You brought down my ship.
Is it Book
Now
of
I
Eli?
gotta Huh?
Was he on a beach in Book of Eli?
Maybe.
Okay.
I know he had a book.
Oh, dude, I like Book of Eli. And to the dust we shall return. And then he like murders those 6 guys.
Nice.
Oh, safe defense, but
Close
still,
enough.
Safe
their
defense?
heads.
Was it just defense?
Was that like a Capcom move?
He walks into like literally. What if Denzel like a
Playing Street Fighter?
And a bunch of bandits walk into a
with
bar,
safe defense.
and then they pick a fight. He's just like, nah.
No FADC for this guy.
Rachel was supposed to link to Denzel on the beach, and his wife's looking all pissed off. And he has this goofy-ass grin on his face, like, haha, that's right, I dragged you to the beach where I knew photographers were going to be.
Eva Mendes?
No. Didn't he abandon her in that movie?
Yeah.
Well, that's why she's not
But
there.
he did have that cool shotgun under the bed.
Yeah, he did.
With the fucking...
He didn't really abandon her. Like,
swivel.
tried to get away and not get arrested.
Yeah, it's called abandoning.
No.
Well, he wasn't trying not to get arrested. He was trying not to get killed by Russians.
If he knew
No.
that after he like left her
'Cause
there,
when
like went
Ethan-
outside to get away, if he knew he was
when
going to
Ethan
get
Hunt
shot in the ass
shows
in 5
up
minutes, think he
to
still would've
arrest,
done
when Ethan Hunt shows up to arrest him,
it? Ethan Hunt?
he already has all the
That's
money.
Mission
Ethan
Impossible.
Hawke, I mean. Ethan Hawke. Did you mess Ethan
Red
Hunt?
light, green light.
Yeah.
Dude, if Ethan Hunt was in that movie, half of the movie would have just been running.
Where's the rabbit's
And
foot?
explosions.
Give me the rabbit's foot.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ethan.
Ethan Hunt, you've been smoking that angel dust. I didn't know you like to get wet. Give me the rabbit's foot.
I think that's a good movie. Note to self: pitch new movie idea to Hollywood.
Impossible Training Day.
Impossible training day.
It's like, I can't train with
No
this
one's
guy.
ever made it past this training day.
Training impossible.
Then how did you
Oh,
get?
there you go.
How did you get that position? These requirements weren't around.
He had it right. I made the requirements so I can never get replaced.
I made the. It's like
Wait.
Spock making that unbeatable program in Star Trek.
Oh, did he?
No, in the movies.
Oh.
Never
I
mind.
looked up impossible. I googled impossible training day and I got a picture of cookies.
I know there's Wrath of Khan.
No, the new movie.
Oh.
Like the very first reboot.
Okay, that's why. I don't
Yeah.
remember the first one all that often, or that well.
But you remember... Well, Wrath of Khan is a good
The
one
only thing
to
I remember about the first one was the part where he gets in the fight with Kirk, and he just whoops his ass, and just Vulcan neck pinches him.
You remember, like, the hype moment? Like
that was all I.
Oh!
That's all I remember.
Oh!
That and Kirk just being a dick.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I needed to remember.
Eh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Something come out your jaw there? Come out your voice box?
That was just spittle.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I wonder what happened to that
I
kid.
didn't know. I don't remember his name.
Was it Calvin, wasn't it?
Oh, no, Calvin was that kid from elementary school with the legs, with the
With the legs.
with the Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
With the pet tiger.
He got better, but yeah, it was that Calvin. He thought he was hot stuff.
Yeah, who was that? There was some kid in,
Yeah, he's just
in
piece of
your
stuff.
middle school class,
Yeah, he had an egghead.
and he would just randomly go,
He did. He'd look up into the ceiling like in class and just go.
Bro, there's an Audi commercial
So weird.
with the new Spock versus the old Spock.
One
has an Audi S7
New Spock wins.
versus a Mercedes. I'd imagine so, because old Spock is old. I mean, you can just blow on him and
Dude,
face
I
to
give respect
dust.
back to the original cast, but like, you have to forgive the whole, the show and stuff, like, because it's so old and stuff. I was like, there's only so much you can forgive, you know? Like, you get a chance, like, okay, so just one quick tangent real quick, I'm sorry. So, you guys know I'm a huge Next Generation fan. Well, not huge, well, I'm
Earl
a big
Grey.
fan of Next
Hot.
Generation. Yeah. I think it's just like the epitome of Star Wars, right?
Uh,
So I watched the original, and you're just like, I'm not expecting it to be as good. I'm not expecting, because the effects won't be all there.
Mhm.
Even the effects of Next Generation, you would have to forgive sometimes.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine,
uh,
But in this one, it was just like, I was like really enthralled, like the first couple of episodes. But like, there's certain parts where you just look at, it, you just can't help but smile and just be like, man, this got like. I saw the episode where he fights that lizard, that YouTube video, that really terrible fight that he does on
yeah.
that planet. And it's just like, whiff. And it's just like the most predictable, like worst. Like if you slow down professional wrestling, is what it was like.
yeah.
There's just there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for a basic know how to throw a punch.
Yeah.
Like Captain Kirk like takes this new recruit through like a training session.
Uh-huh.
He's just like, this is a combat roll. He just does like a fat like fall to the ground on your back and then roll.
It's like a belly flop. The people, the extras, have to come and roll him the whole way.
He teaches him how to grab somebody's wrist. like give me your arm, like that kind of stuff. Like give me your right
Steven
arm.
Seagal style.
Yeah, Steven Seagal
That
style.
reminds me. This for Agamemnon. I was watching AMC, and this week is Steven Seagal week on AMC.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, I'm not even joking.
No,
it is.
No,
it is.
No, it's not.
That's right. Every time one of the episodes comes on, I'll send you a text.
AMC does good most of the time.
They do. It's just funny because they got Walking Dead, they got Breaking Bad, they got Mad Men, and then they have a Seagal marathon.
Well, they show like the classic movies and stuff. They show those classic movies that you love, like The Matrix.
Yeah.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. All these good genres. And they have a Steven Seagal week. That's disappointing.
I couldn't help but laugh when I saw that. I was just like, oh my god. Agamemnon must be made to know about this.
Are they like...
That's so dumb. Like there's
24/7
nothing
law
productive
man.
that can come from that. Nothing productive can come from an all-day Steven Seagal marathon.
Productive? What are we talking about?
Maybe that's the point. Maybe they're trying to destroy all
You
productivity
could have a
for the
James
entire
Bond
week.
marathon.
That's how the apocalypse starts.
And that's more
It is.
productive.
Uh-huh.
You could have a Mission Impossible marathon. You could have a Lord of the Rings marathon.
You know how many episodes are in Mission Impossible? Yeah, you got days for
You
that.
could have a Super
You say that
Mario
Mission is
Brothers the
impossible?
movie marathon and be more productive than every different Steven Seagal movie sadly ever made.
Does that include Machete, since he was the villain?
What is
He didn't make that fucking movie.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is Steven Seagal's
He ate a
best
dick in that movie.
Machete, where he died after getting stabbed in the stomach.
What do you think, Agamemnon?
About what?
Steven Seagal's best movie. One that you
His
can watch
best
him in
movie is
over and over and
every
over.
fucking movie he never starred in.
What
My
about
favorite being Shawshank Redemption, probably.
what about Zombieland? He wasn't in that movie.
That movie can eat. That movie can go hug a fat baby's leg.
That movie could have Steven Seagal just so we can concentrate all the bad bits in like one section. Quarantine it.
They killed Bill Murray.
Yeah, you don't do that like at all.
Nobody kills Bill
I
Murray.
saw Bill Murray. I was
Gets away with it.
watching Anthony Bourdain, and all of a sudden like he's like going to these different places and stuff, and all of a sudden like he comes like that, and he's like, "Yeah, I was sitting with my good friend," and Bill Murray sits down. It's just like
Bill Murray?
I was like starstruck watching Bill Murray on TV.
I know, dude. I always get starstruck when I see like fans like, hey, like there was this cool picture somebody had posted on Facebook. Where it was just like I was walking into a shop to grab some coffee, and I ran into only my favorite idol, and like I guess the guy's girlfriend took a picture, and he was wearing a Bill Murray T-shirt, standing next to Bill Murray, and Bill Murray's all like,
Was
just
he
like
making the same faces on the T-shirt?
Yeah, pretty much. And he was just like, I think it was a what do you call it? Steve Zissou shirt.
Oh, Life Aquatic.
Life Aquatic,
Nice.
yeah, and yeah. So he's just like posing, just acting a fool with this dude on the picture. I was just like, I was starstruck, just like, wow.
Yeah, he was there at the restaurant.
I was imagining that I was in that picture, and then I sat down,
Just crop your head in there.
and bought Bill Murray a coffee, and we just like chatted all night long.
Wow.
About the
And then-
Ghostbusters
Then
reboot.
we cuddled. Yeah.
He spooned.
Yeah, he was in
We
an episode
spooned.
of
See the
Anthony
big spoon?
Bourdain, and he was just like talking to him about like the local food, like how Bill Murray's like lived in New York like his whole life and stuff, and
Yeah.
just loves the place and like knows everything about it. Like he talked to like the chef and stuff, and like you can literally just tell, like no matter how you ham it up on the camera, you can just tell like Bill Murray's like a cool as hell person to sit
Oh,
next
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Like you just
He's
seem
an
like
incredible
he was just making
improviser.
jokes about everything, like hey, do like just all like oh don't worry about that, don't worry about that. Talk to the chefs, hey man, I literally love your food. Just like so, like you're just like thank you for brightening my life.
Did he eat any food that was gamey?
I forgot what kind of food, but some New York style food.
Pizza?
But Italian, yeah.
Close
It
enough.
was something like that. I can't really remember.
Sausage?
But I just remember thinking, like, it'd just be cool to like sit down and talk to him.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I just want to sit down and talk to him and ask him about how big of a douchebag Chevy Chase was back in the 80s.
back in the now.
Something happened to where like he like knocked the crap out of Chevy Chase.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Has Chevy Chase always been like that?
Yeah.
Wow. How do people? God.
That's how good he is.
People get away.
Like
from
he
being
knocked
that.
him out on the set of
He
I want
knocked
to
him
say
out the box.
Caddyshack.
You just bopped him
And literally all their scenes like they never shared screen time I think in that whole movie.
like Heat.
Heat.
When me and Carlisle watched 45 minutes of Heat
on
on mute, you find out that Al
Prometheus.
Pacino was like never in the same scene.
Oh
as,
my
like,
god,
the
that
three
was
guys
so
at that table.
funny. Oh man, you know the whole reason why I wanted to watch that movie. This is gonna be a tangent, but that's
go
fine because I said so. But so the
This is
guy,
a place of welcome.
so the guy that was the fight choreographer for Taken.
Uh-huh.
Has like his own like martial arts style that has some complicated name. I think he's from England.
He makes like Krav Maga and shit.
Pretty much.
Like
It's just like he put all the martial arts styles in a blender,
Yeah.
and Liam Neeson came out. So apparently he did the action scenes for Heat, and like the scene where I think it's Val Kilmer. He's when he's reloading the AK, they're not the AK, the AR-15, and he does it like incredibly fast because from all the training. And they actually use that in like military training videos. Like they'll show them and be like, "All right, if this actor can do it this fast, you got to be able to do it faster." You know, but even though it was like still like a ridiculous speed.
The better if you're a soldier or an actor, just like there's the dedication part that comes into it. It's like, are you dedicated to just like?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like a fraction of a second. But apparently, like there's this badass shootout that's supposed to like. Pretty much was the whole reason why I wasn't gonna watch it, and then we only got up to like the interrogation scene. But I don't know. But I wish that guy would have choreographed more fight scenes.
Was Val Kilmer?
It was Val Kilmer and is it De Niro that's in the movie?
Yeah, it's Val Kilmer, De Niro, and Pacino. But like the reloading scene you're talking about,
I want to say it's Kilmer.
It's Kilmer.
Yeah,
I don't think Robert De Niro's in Heat.
Channeling that
Robert De Niro's in Heat.
Is he?
De Niro, Pacino.
He's totally in Heat.
Together.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Besides, if you don't count they weren't in Godfather 2 together.
Yeah, that's right. Because I remember when they made that new movie and they're like Pacino and De Niro together for the first time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And I just remember I was thinking like they were already together.
Yeah, Righteous Kill was weird because it seemed like it was gonna be like this hardcore movie, but then they're playing like Rolling Stones, like woo woo,
woo woo, lame.
Just like buddy cops and just
like,
these
like
guys
a retirement movie.
These guys are tighter than Lennon and McCartney. Just like. Ugh. Ugh.
Like they would have been better saying like they're tighter than Cagney and Lacey.
They're tighter than skinny jeans.
Man, you see freaking Robert De Niro's vinegar strokes in that movie. It's not a good thing. Don't ever. It's the same as this regular face.
I feel embarrassing
with the
for
squinting.
asking because I think I know it. But what is a vinegar stroke?
Vinegar stroke is your O face. It's from The League.
That's right.
With Jeff Goldblum.
That's right.
Vinegar
Stroke.
What's his name?
Ruxin.
Ruxin. Ruxin's dad is Jeff Goldblum. And he like they were talking about vinegar stroke that episode. They walk in on. It's like, dude, we're seeing your dad's vinegar strokes. He's just like Jeff Goldblum's like, this is awful face. It's so bad.
Oh my god.
Because they did it to Ruxin in the previous season.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That reminds me, I can't remember what the name of the movie is, but there's some movie that's coming out that's supposed to have like these like raunchy sex scenes, and all the movie posters are just everybody doing their O faces, and they just look like more constipated and just like disturbing than anything else. I'm gonna see if I can find them before this podcast is over, so I can let people know what it's called.
You know Natalie Portman was in Heat?
Is she in Heat now? Oh.
Well, she already had her kids, so I think she was for a while.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks for enlightening me. I have 2 reasons to see the movie.
Have you not seen Heat?
Only that part. Only the silent part that we've seen.
We do. That's our next movie.
Yeah, we got to do it. Oh yeah. So hopefully it won't take us 3 years like it did with The Matrix.
Oh man, wasn't it satisfying when we watched
it? It was worth the wait.
We're just like, yes.
I saw it by myf the other day.
It's like closing a good book after you read it. You're just like, incomplete.
It does.
So I felt
set it down on the table and just yes.
You're just pondering it. What is The Matrix?
Fantastic.
You think that's a movie you're watching? That's an electrical impulses sent to your brain to tell you that it's awesome. But you know what? The Matrix is bliss. Now pass me that fucking steak. I'm hungry.
Big cipher into the Morpheus. I just love the way he bites that freaking steak. He's just like,
my god!
Oh.
You know he ate that and he was like, I got to do another take. And he ate that entire steak by the time they were done. He's like, I think
wait, it's not gonna be believable. Let's bring another steak in.
yeah. It was like since they have the steak like in the scene, he has to keep taking one bite of each steak. By then he's eating like the entire cow.
Yeah.
All the farmers.
Just the move does, Matrix and Keanu Reeves gave like 75% of his paychecks to everybody else.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and then
to pay for all that steak.
To pay for everybody else's like time and stuff.
Nice.
He was the most paid. And I would imagine he would have just like donated that steak to somebody.
He probably did.
You give this steak to orphans. Rock on.
He donated the steak to PETA.
What? I don't know.
Did you ever see that Tai Chi movie he was in?
Man of Tai Chi?
Yeah.
Hasn't even come out yet?
Tai Chi dude.
I don't even think it's come out yet.
Oh.
Like, they're barely even showing commercials.
So is that a no?
Well, I could try to torrent it and tell you, but I don't think I'll have much
On the
luck
forums,
yet.
there's
Not at least for another 6 months.
On the forums on Battlelog and stuff, like after Battlefield 4 came out, quick video game thing. But you know how he stabs the dogs in the beginning?
Yeah.
And you're like what if PETA gets a hold of this? And you're like, oh, he's like, it's animal violence. He's like, no, he's not stabbing dogs. He's stabbing Call of Duty ghosts. That's what somebody else posted on there. I just busted out laughing.
That's funny.
It's not a dog. It's Call of Duty ghost.
Well, even so, it's like they're like what, still in the 80s with going after video games with like animal violence.
Yeah,
they went after like what, Mario Brothers for the Tanuki suit.
Yeah. I think that was one of the latest. There's some other ridiculous one. I can't think of it for the life of me, but
Yeah.
For like the smallest stuff.
Okay, here we go. So the name of the movie is it's going to be the one with Shia LaBeouf, and I guess Uma Thurman's in it.
What is
and
that?
it's called Nymphomaniacs. And so if you look that up, you can see all their stupid O faces, which look like they're being tortured. Like, you know, like the crazy, like, medieval tortures.
Can I see it real quick?
Yeah, hold on, let me find a good one for you.
Nah, no
oh,
problem.
my God. Dude,
Oh,
William
geez.
Dafoe.
William Dafoe. Oh, my... Really?
See?
What was it called? Vinegar what?
Vinegar strokes.
This is Vinegar Stroke Face.
You should see him in
Beyonce's-
Antichrist.
Oh, yeah, I've heard not good things. Oh, my God.
Oh, I like it. I thought it was a pretty good. You know, for all the gruesomeness in it, I liked it.
Adrian Brody.
The Mia Goth. Oh,
That's
there,
not
right.
Adrian
It
Brody.
like skipped. Like, it
That's
was like
Shia LaBeouf.
I was showing Beetle, and it was like a
Look like
picture.
Adrian Brody.
He looks like Adrian
Yeah,
Brody.
he
right
does.
there.
He looks weird. But yeah, I was showing him someone completely different. He's like, Adrian Brody. I was like, what the hell? Like, what happened to her
He's
face?
got the big Junos.
Yeah, that's a vinegar stroke.
Who is that?
Post it.
Oh,
Post
Mia
it.
Goth. Yeah, I am.
Who's Mia Goth?
I don't know. Some chick with a vinegar stroke,
Oh,
apparently.
man.
But I just remember when they
do
first...
look like they're taking like a wonderful shit.
Yeah. When I first heard about the movie, like, they were interviewing Shia LaBeouf, and, you know, this is right after Transformers 3.
Yeah.
He's trying to be edgy and trying to shake that. He's like, I'm done with Hollywood movies. I want to do some art films.
Yeah.
And then supposedly, like, he was supposed to actually have sex, like, in this movie. He's like, you know, if I have to do it, I'll do it. You know, that's the art that I want to do. It's like, you're so full of crap. It's like, obviously, his co-actress is hot. He's just like, well, this is the only way that I could get this done, so... I don't know, but I thought it was funny. And then when I saw all that stuff, I was like,
She's like, oh, I have to.
yeah, it's like,
Do
oh,
I
if I
really?
to express myself as an artist, I have to. Oh my God, this was even funnier. Joe Young or Stacey Martin is Joe Young. Hers is pretty funny. It looks like a Pantene or not Pantene Brovie. What is it? Herbal Essence commercial.
Oh, wow.
You think that's
Natural-
good? You should try the conditioner.
Natural botanicals.
I've got the herbs to herbal.
Natural botanicals.
Now I realize like almost all of my topics are related to Thor in some way, shape, or form.
Well, let's keep it slim then.
Sure, shady. So it's a pretty brief one. So Jamie Alexander, who plays Lady Sif and Thor, and soon to be Thor 2.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, there's rumors that she's going to end up being Wonder Woman. But when I first heard that, I was like, no, there is only one Wonder Woman, and her name is Gina Carano. I was like, you know, if I can't get Carano, she seems like a good choice as well.
She looks the part.
I mean, she can at least act, so that puts her a notch above Gina Carano.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and that fact that she's like at least like doing fight scenes and stuff in this movie. So apparently she's been in conversations
Gina
with.
Carano just be putting everybody in freaking arm bars.
That's all. I want to see your armbar Superman. Can you imagine?
It'd be
And,
so good.
and it's so perfect too because in the comics, Wonder Woman and Superman are dating, and in real life, Gina Carano is dating what's his face, Henry Cavill.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Is she
so
really?
it'd be so perfect.
Oh man.
So just get Ben Affleck out of there.
They
and
can
you
have
a
real
love story.
sex.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf comes in there. He's like, "Can I join?" No, get out. Get back to your crappy movie with your stupid toy cars and
Transformers
Transformers.
Part 5.
You know, speaking of that, I'm actually somewhat excited for Transformers 4, only because Marky Mark.
Is Mark Wahlberg in there?
Yeah, dude, they're getting. Dude, I mean, just think of what an upgrade that is. You're going from Shia LaBeouf
Is he the
to
main
Mark
character or
Wahlberg.
what?
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh.
be like the main dude.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I wish he would play like his same character from the
The
other
guys?
guys.
Oh, that's so. It's like a clueless, angry person.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Peacocks don't fly.
They do when they transform.
That's true.
He's just riding like a robot peacock flying through the air.
Robot peacock.
It just turns into like this like crazy like trippy art film.
Optimus
Michael Bay's
Peacock.
I need some more energon cubes. That'd be awesome. I would respect Michael Bay that much more if he just like trolled everybody.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, me and Darren Aronofsky got together to do this movie. It's going to be the trippiest thing you've ever seen. Just mental explosions in your brain. So that's all for that one. I was just, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah. I think first of all, it's a big if she's even going to be in the movie. Because they don't even know if they're going to have Wonder Woman. It makes you wonder, since supposedly they started filming, and they don't even know who's going to be in their movie yet, does not bode well for them.
It's a bunch of B-roll. We need a city shot. We need traffic shot. We need a space shot. So we did all this before we got actors.
We need Henry Cavill with no shirt on shot. All right, we got 3 seconds of that. You can start eating donuts again.
Just go take a picture of him at home, and then we'll copy and paste it into a green screen, and we'll be good.
Let's have him brooding. No, happy.
Let's get a picture of his vinegar strokes.
Yeah, just in case.
They kind of did, like in the last scene of Man of Steel, after he like snaps Zod's neck. So it was kind of funny. He got vinegar all in Zod's eye.
His dead eyes.
and where I come from, this doesn't stand for an S. It stands for stroke. Vinegar stroke. Because that's what we look to in my home world. Yeah. All right, so I got one. Wait, hold on. Let me get one more Avengers-related thing out of the way. So it's pretty much just them confirming a rumor that, what's this guy's name? Aaron Taylor - Johnson is officially going to be Quicksilver. Yeah, Kick-Ass.
Yay.
So it's going to be Quicksilver. I know. That's the thing that bums me out. I love both Kick-Ass movies. Like, they are great. I was Kick-Ass for Halloween. I love the series.
Like 3 Halloweens straight.
Yeah. That's how I roll.
I'm just saying, like, that's how much you like him.
Yeah. But then it's like, and I don't dislike him as an actor. He's just like, he's just very plain, you know? So.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, so I don't know. So he's just so plain as an actor. It's just like, for someone like Quicksilver, who's like really like arrogant and, just very proud. It would be like if you had him playing Vegeta. It's like, this doesn't work, like, at all.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously Josh Whedon's the one that cast him, so there's a reason why he did that. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe he showed him something where it's like, okay, this guy can definitely play this arrogant guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, on paper, like, he seems like such a terrible choice. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we'll see how it turns out, though.
Yeah.
And if you're a big fan, hopefully he'll do some good.
Yeah, I'm really hoping so. Because I have high hopes. Because, like, Quicksilver's not one of my favorite characters. But he's such like he's a fun character to root for because he's just so terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends, like what kind of role they'll give him in the movie. You know,
maybe they'll change his character and he'll be all nice.
He'll be like the coolest, sweetest guy, like hipster and stuff.
Oh, that would be so terrible.
So nice, and then they'll have Scarlet Witch like as like a paraplegic, so he just works 9 to 5, like trying to help her. Like, yeah, I work hard for my sister. Being both of us in the Avengers is really going to help us out.
Yeah, right. They have 401k, full benefits, dental.
He wears those little hand-knit beanies.
Plays bongos.
Yeah.
After dark for money.
Sorry about that.
Only smokes menthols.
Talking about me?
What are those, like, really thin cigarettes? Like the lady...
Virginia Slims?
Yeah, Virginia Slims. Yeah, he only smokes those.
I believe I ever had a Virginia Slim. It's just too girly. A cigarette's a cigarette, but I was just like, I don't want to say that name.
It's like a cigarette is a cigarette, but a Virginia Slim, it just won't cut
I think they're
it.
also like $7. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
A piece?
A cigarette? No, like a
not for
like
Lucy,
a pack.
sir.
Oh.
Can you imagine for like one? It's like in that you only get the outside. You got to buy the tobacco separate. Let me have a tangent. So I was hanging out with this one chick, and we were like at a coffee shop, and we are just hanging out. And then she pulls out like some papers, and she just starts rolling like a joint. I'm like, what the hell? And I thought she was about to just like light up like right there, and I realized it was like just tobacco, and it's just like hand rolled.
But
like when I was looking at it, I was just like, like I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, you're really just gonna do that right here?
What are you doing?
But it was just funny. So I don't know. It just reminded me of that. And she was hot, so I didn't say anything, obviously.
Oh, man. If it was that Mary Jane, it would have smelled like skunk in there. Like, oh, man, who died?
She's like, pass me that sticky acre. Taking a step back with Spock versus Spock. So at the end, old Spock wins with the Vulcan neck pinch. So Rachel wanted me to watch to the end, so I was kind of doing that as well as talking.
But new Spock did that. He did Vulcan neck pinch, too.
The new one?
The new Spock?
Oh, I mean in the movie, in the video.
Oh, in the video.
Yeah, their little car advertisement. Like he's giving him like a hug, and then he's like, "Oh, tricked you, Vulcan Nick Pence."
Oh wow.
So that's why you can never trust an old man. Let that be known.
Especially not to drive on the highway in rain.
When the sun's in your eye.
Yeah.
I just clicked on the Nymphomaniac poster again.
You got another one?
Oh, there's plenty. Oh, God. So this guy, Stellan Sargard, I don't even know, but it looks pretty terrible. It looks like he's about to be killed.
Is that really? Like,
That's the guy from Thor, isn't it?
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he's the
Anthony Hopkins?
He was in the Avengers too.
You're an old man and a fool.
Can you imagine Anthony Hopkins in Nymphomania? What is...
Just sitting there like licking his lips, his tongue going up and down fiercely.
Hello, cloudy
The picture
eyes.
would be legendary.
Dude, they need to make a second one already and just make it like an all-star cast and people you would never suspect to be in a movie like that.
Yeah.
That would, like, and they don't even actually shoot the movie; they just make the posters.
Yeah, it'd be like Sean Connery and I don't know.
Oh God,
Gandhi.
this one is even worse. The waiter. If you guys look up the waiter, it's like Udo Kyrie or some shit like that.
Oh,
His
wow.
eyes are like rolling in the back of his head. He looks like for those of you who are fans of Game of Thrones, when like Bran is like warging and he's going into like the mind of his wolf. That's what he looks like, or the Undertaker doing the eye roll thing. Okay, I can't look at this stuff anymore. It's gonna be. Oh God, hold on, one more.
One more.
Nicholas Bro is F. He looks literally like a character from The Walking Dead. Like, he's gonna devour my soul.
Oh man, that's
He has
bad.
perfect bottom teeth.
Which is a perfect segue for updates on the Walking Dead spinoff, location
Yay.
and time. So when I had first brought this up, it was my assumption that they were just gonna do like another cast of people just in a different location, which still might end up being the case. But when they talked to Robert Kurtman, he had this to say: "It will be set in an entirely different location. Georgia has become a character in." I don't even want to read this. I already know what it says. Anyway, pretty much, he said that they have a possibility where it might not necessarily be within that timeline. Like, it's not going to necessarily be a story that runs parallel. It might actually be, like, when the outbreak first started. Like, you see the origins of it, and you're seeing, like, a whole other glimpse of when the zombies first started coming around, you know, that you never got to see in the show. And you really probably never would because of the proximity that they are to what happened.
Yeah.
So he's saying, you know, it might be like the minute of the outbreak, or it can be the next to last minute. I don't know, I guess for humanity or whatever. So I thought it was really interesting because to me that seems a lot more interesting than just, hey, here's more people. What are they doing over here? What's it going to be like in Chicago? Oh, deep dish zombies, you know. So it just seems like they have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And that was the thing I always hate about some zombie movies. I mean, some people love the intrigue where it's like you never know where they come from. I'm the opposite. I'm like, where do these people come from? Like, who started it, you know?
Yeah.
As bad as Resident Evil is, like, they're one of the few where it's like, you know exactly what started the zombies, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to make freaking skin cream.
That's great.
It's like trying to get rid of wrinkles, and you end up being dinner.
Yeah, it's good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes out.
I'm guessing it'll probably be sometime next year after this second half of Season 4 for Walking Dead comes out. So, I don't know. That's my guess at least. And I'm sticking to it.
Are we season 4 right now in Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the first half. Because they chop it in half.
Oh, they chop it in half? Okay.
Yeah. Had something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't quite remember what it was. So I'll get back to that when I remember. So, Sons of Anarchy.
Wonderful.
Is it back on?
I have not watched the last episode.
Oh, is it back on? It's been like 4 episodes in.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know.
Congratulations.
You're missing all the riding through this world all alone.
Is it pretty good so far?
It's, you know, I think this season is one of the better seasons they've had in a while.
Nice. Pretty cool.
But it seems like obviously they're gearing up. I think they're going to have 2 more seasons. So it definitely looks like it's like the beginning of the end.
I definitely gotta. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't know. I have a
Definitely
feeling.
gotta watch these episodes.
I have a feeling that Tara's gonna die. Just like this, without spoiling, just because of her actions, like she's kind of put a target on her back,
Yeah.
and it just seems like she almost seems like she's willing to die for what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be interesting.
Oh, man, so much tension. I can't even comment. I haven't even watched that. I don't even know what's happened so far. All I keep thinking is just a freaking auto and, like, biting off his freaking tongue.
Dude. Oh, you'll love Otto this season.
So good.
Well, first you'll feel really sad for him, and then you'll feel very relieved for him. yeah, exactly.
I just want to jerk it while you wear that perfume.
Oh man, I wish I remember what that perfume was called. It's like Blue Velvet or something like that. But what was the other thing I was going to say about it? Oh yeah. So people that loved Walter Goggins from the last season, they're gonna love. Like, I don't know if you remember, he's the guy from The Shield that played Shane, and he was a transvestite or transsexual rather. Yeah. So he comes back. It's not
Justified.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he's in Justified. Yeah. But he comes back. It's not nearly as comedic as his first appearance, but it's still cool to see him come back. And it's so weird because it's like he plays a similar type of character in every role. He's always like the racist, kind of redneck guy. Yeah. And in this, a completely different character. And it's like he's able to play it so well. Like you forget that he has all of this range because he always gets typecasted as hey, I'm the racist guy. So it was really cool to see him like spread his wings. So he's always I always liked his character on The Shield because he was always like Vic Mackey was like the guy who always had everything in charge. He knew what he was doing. Mm-hmm. And Shane was like, I want to be Vic Mackey, but he was too dumb, so he would always screw everything up. Mm-hmm. So he was like the wannabe. But he was like one of those you feel bad for him because he's so terrible, but he's like well intentioned with most of what he's doing. Yeah. But he's like always like the downfall. He's almost like the Jesse to Vic Mackey's Walt. So we didn't say bitch all the time.
That's interesting. That's a Shield.
Yeah,
I really like that show,
dude. Yeah. Before pre Breaking Bad and pre Game of Thrones, that was hands down my favorite show all time. But I don't know. I thought it ended not poorly, but it wasn't a satisfying ending.
I see.
Breaking Bad, on the other hand, best ending ever.
Was Vince? Is it Vic Mackey?
Yeah,
Vince Mackey.
Yeah, Vic Mackey.
Is that Chiklis?
Yeah, Michael Chiklis, the Thing. Because it's clobbering time.
Keep thinking his character in The Shield is Michael Chiklis.
That's how much of a badass he is.
That's what I keep thinking.
He just plays Michael Chiklis is Michael Chiklis, The Shield. I don't know. I'm still waiting. I'm still crossing my fingers. He's going to cross over into Sons of Anarchy. Yeah. Since they're technically in the same universe, even though all the actors play completely different characters. Yeah. Because, they both have, I think it's the Bislats that are in both shows. So.
Really? I didn't know the Bislats were in.
Yeah, they're in The Shield first. That's how that's how it shows that they're the combined universe. Yeah. Or shared universe, rather. So I don't know. So since season 1, I'm like, come on, Vic Mackey.
For Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, because I think Kurt Sutter was a writer on The Shield at some point. I just know there's a connection between the writers and one of the directors.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But I think it was in season 4 when Juice is in jail. Mm-hmm. There's The Shield playing in the background when he's sitting in the cell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they did kind of a nod to it, but I'm like, no, I need more.
You want freaking Chiklis in the show?
Because that's the thing, because every other actor that's been in it has played a different character, but I want him to actually play Vic Mackey.
What if he comes in to close out the show?
That would be awesome.
He's the thing in the last season.
Yeah.
Puts him away or something.
That would be great.
If there's a guy to bring him down.
Yeah. Him. when you need someone to take down criminals, get the criminal.
I don't even know what kind of character he is.
Oh, he's the dirtiest cop you can ever imagine.
Oh man, okay, I gotta watch Shield or something. Hope it's on.
I think it's on Netflix. If not, I have I think I have all the DVDs actually.
Nice.
So
True fan.
At least I know I have the first 4 seasons. I don't remember, but anyway. So pretty much the premise is he kind of starts off as a well-meaning cop. Mm-hmm. He's obviously dirty, getting money, but he's kind of also there's an agreement. It's almost like the way the police are on Sons of Anarchy. It's more dirty, where it's hey, you guys can deal your drugs, but don't ever deal with kids. Mm-hmm. So you do what you do. We'll protect you from the rest of the police, but you have to give us our cut. So it started off like that, and it just snowballs from there.
Wow.
Now, the very first episode is kind of a spoiler, but not really, because it's what the whole show is predicated on. So they send an undercover cop to investigate him, and they find out that he's an undercover cop, so when they go do a bust in the house, Vic Mackey just shoots him in the head and kills him. So that's how the first episode starts. So almost the whole rest of the series, they're trying to pin it on Mackey and have him take him down. And the guy that plays Tara's ex-boyfriend, or Crazy Ex in Sons of Anarchy, is one of the cops, one of the main detectives. And the one in this new season, CTH Pounder, that's the DA, is their partner. And they're pretty much 2 of the best cops they have besides Mackey, and they're trying to take him down.
Wow.
And then later on, Forrest Whitaker comes in.
Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah. Actually, that is
wow.
hands...
Also Glenn Close.
Yeah. Glenn Close was okay. I didn't like that season as much. But the Forrest Whitaker season, hands down, was one of the best. I think it was season 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many seasons are there?
I think it ended... I want to say it was 6 or 7.
Are they all pretty good?
I think, for me, 1, 2, and 5 were the best.
Okay.
Like, it just climaxed.
Very nice.
And it climaxed with a nymphomaniac O-face.
Yeah.
So, that's my little spiel. Anybody else got a little spiel?
Yeah.
A vinegar spiel?
I got nothing. Vinegar strokes.
I don't know why I can't remember that name. It's so awesome. I can't even commit it to my memory. But, well, in that case, before we go, just a few shout-outs. Shout-outs to Ceremony Cosplay, who we interviewed. You can find that interview on YouTube. You can also find her page on Facebook, Ceremony Cosplay. Shout-outs to Brimstone at Hound Comics, houndcomics.com. Also shout-outs to Dan Price, Bonadame, also on Hound Comics. And then they also have mastersoftheobviouscomic.com. Mike Alcantara, who we already plugged, MikeAlcantara.com. Just kidding. It's comic collage art. You can find him on Facebook.
Good stuff.
And then also shout-outs to Marie Dahl. Awesome interview. And no, woman, I was not afraid to look down, but you would have been. No, if you see the video, you'll see what I'm referencing. Yeah. It's actually pretty funny. But Nadia Sonica, shout-outs. Also did an interview with her. And Nicole Marie... Wait, goddamn.
Marie.
Jean. Nicole Marie Jean. I will get it one of these days. Shout-outs to her. She's really cool. She has a Sabretooth cosplay.
Very nice.
And she does her own armor.
Yeah, she makes her own armor. Like, this is the thing about her that, like, when I went to interview her, you know, we were like on the fence because we mainly went to see Nadia Sonica and Marie Dahl. This is Alamo City Comic Con, FYI. So, you know, we mainly went to see them, and she was there, and we were neither of us were really all that familiar. It's like, oh, let's interview her too. And I ended up walking away with so much respect because she was going to like a Comic Con every week, which is like, okay, that's a lot of travel, and also making a new costume.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, that is really impressive.
All at the same time?
Yeah, so I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine making like a new costume like every 5 months.
Yeah, I think you probably have at best 2 days of downtime.
Yeah.
If she's going like, because she's probably leaving Thursday to get there for the convention, and then she's there Friday morning, Saturday, Sunday. Probably leaves on a flight Monday morning, gets home, and then gets to chill out Tuesday, Wednesday, which is probably like, you know, her time to like make her costumes, and then Thursday she's got to catch her flight for the next con, you know.
Yeah,
that's as far as I would imagine.
Yeah, if even that, because I just remember when I had asked her, and I was like, what's the process of you making your armor? How do you do it? She's like, I don't sleep. And literally, when she was going to that con, I think like she had maybe gotten 2 hours of sleep. Like she was posting on her Facebook like how little sleep she had gotten. Yeah, I was like, wow, that is redunculous.
Yeah. That's probably where she was when
Oh yeah, taking a nap.
We were trying to find her, try to get an autograph from her later in the evening.
She was sleeping in the tumbler.
Yeah, she probably was.
All tuckered out.
So yeah, I also want to give a couple of Facebook shout outs to some people who recently liked the Pit War Facebook. Jeff Justice, the artist Jeremy, Kevin Greeny, Matt Leonard, Rob Hebshier, and Trailer Hitch. Also shout outs to Blue Seth. April Ethereal for always listening.
Shoutouts to Rich, My Take Radio.
Rich as well.
And also Unlikely Heroes. Check out Agamemnon's review
Unlikely
of
Heroes
Super.
Studios. Yeah, shoutouts to it's UH Studios on their Twitter. And they have a comic out right now called Super. It is literally
Super?
Like, in my opinion, it is the best comic that's out there that I am currently reading right now.
Oh, that's a bold statement, sir.
So it's good, man.
That is a bold statement.
I'm excited for issue 3. Like this,
that is rich flavor.
It can't come out soon enough. You know.
At least we know it's coming.
It's a great series. If you collect comics, if you're out there and you listen to this, go and get it. Go order it. It's Unlikely.
Unlikely Heroes.
Unlikely Heroes Studios.
What are you waiting for?
We'll put a link on there.
Do it now.
Yeah. Shake my head. But you can order it there. You can go on Comixology. You can get it there. And check out your LCS. See if they got it. If they don't, let them know.
Yeah, tell them to order it. Make them order it. Say, I'm not going to buy all these Batman comics if you don't get Super.
Tell them Agamemnon sent you.
Yeah. Tell them
they'll be like, who?
Yeah, right.
But if you do that, then I'll have a lot of respect for you.
Even though you'll die a little on the inside when they're like, "Who are you talking about? Who is this fellow?"
Yeah.
Don't have him tell me anything anymore. But yeah, also make sure to follow us Twitter at Pitwar, PTWOR, Punch in the Walls Reality. And this is Prometheus.
And this is Bobby Beetle.
And this is Agamemnon.
This has been Straight
Outta
Austin.
Vinegar Strokes edition. I remembered.